crashed. You didn't miss Wolfsburg versus Red Bull Salzburg because I could see that the PlayStation had crashed. So I'll just have to get that game restarted. I was just making a few changes to the sides as well, because there's some odd formations going on here. Yeah, so anyway, sorry about the disruption. I'm going to play in the away shirt for Salzburg. I've got all this set up before. And then I got kicked off the internet. So, right. I'll just make a couple of changes. I'm going to try and use the formation that Salzburg used so effectively at the start of the Bundesliga season. Why not? Switch Okafor maybe. Let's get Mwepu in there. Yeah, that looks good to me. Right then, I'll try and get that link shared. Sorry about the old link breaking down, but we're back on a new link, on a new stream. And if you missed game one, or if you're watching game one on the other stream, you have seen that Hartberg were beaten 1-0 by Rapid Vienna.
Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead up to kick-off here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations high in both camps. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, most teams that use this system, Peter, will work it in a way where, yes, they'll have a 4-5-1 shape off the ball, and ideally a 4-3-3 shape on it. We often see that 4-1-4-1 shape too, and that has an obvious flexibility about it. It's a popular managerial selection because of that. It's just extremely flexible with all the numbers I've mentioned.
Right then, looks like it's time to get this one underway.
And that gets things running.
Played as Wolfsburg last time out. A couple of goals from Sean Weissman made things very interesting in that one. That was a great way to start match day 5 of the virtual other Bundesliga. But as I said before, I don't get to play as Salzburg all that often. They haven't won too many of the fan votes.
Hoists it forward.
But this time, it must be the favourites. Although that said, they did obviously upset the odds last weekend. So there's nothing impossible.
There's the delivery.
They didn't manage to get nearly enough into the box.
I'll see what I can do for the Salzburg fans out there. See if I can get some goals. Keep Salzburg in the title race at the top of the virtual other Bundesliga.
And it's played forward.
It's Scored one early goal in the last game, and then
Defending there, they've
couldn't get on the score
door in
sheet
the
after
faces
that,
of the opposition.
despite a good performance against Hartberg. See if I can get another early goal this time for Salzburg. Run into trouble quickly there though. Knocked off the ball. Win it back as quickly as I lost it. Here's the chance with Daka. Just ran too far. Salzburg, nice team to pass the ball around with though. Unsurprisingly, the header almost looped over Koffler in the Wolfsburg goal. He managed to get his footing, jump up and save that one easily in the end. The good signs for Salzburg in the early stages of the game. Schmidt goes forward to Leitgeb. What have Wolfsburg got in attack?
And he's on a charge. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep
Bursting
going.
forward down the left
There
wing.
are a few waiting for it.
Christensen comes across to make the tackle.
Yep, referee's given it.
Free kick given against him though. Not a bad ball in. A difficult header out. He's ended up making that header vital clearance really well. Now, is there a chance for Daka to stretch his legs? Not when Leitgeb gets in like that for the challenge. There's not.
More than happy to take the muscular approach.
Soboslai's made the challenge of his own.
He's played
This
it
time,
through.
Wang Hee-chan could be away here in the box.
Goes for goal.
Somehow he's managed to curl that one round the post.
Close to what would have been a
So difficult to be deadly in the area with these teams. But that really should have been 1-0 for Salzburg. A great chance, Hwang getting away from the defence, beating the keeper, shooting wide of the target as well. Good opening 20 minutes for Salzburg though.
battles to win it back.
Here's Junuzovic on the ball. Okugawa on the right hand side for Salzburg, going for that 4-2-2-2 that Jesse Marsch has used in the Bundesliga this season. Ulmer floats one in.
Tries to get
Almost
it
caused a bit of trouble for defence.
Defenders on the back foot.
And the defenders managed to deal with it in the
And
end.
he's going long.
Worse than blue and yellow shirts
Here it
lurking
comes.
at the back post. They didn't quite make it through to them. Here's another
Can he
chance
deliver?
now down the left wing
Oh, sweet feet.
for Wolfsburg.
Forward it goes. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted.
Good challenge in the midfield there. Junuzovic winning the ball back quickly. It could be a break on. Daka's going through the middle. Just stopped as the through ball came in though. Just held back for a split second and that was enough to mean the ball ran away from him. There's no way he could get there.
Peter, we can only applaud
Too
that
much
quality of
pressure
tackle in the
on
circumstances.
that right hand side for
It was
Salzburg at the
probably
moment.
goal
No
saving.
way through on that occasion. Schmidt
Just
dispossessed
off the
as well
ball
there. Now Daka. So hard to use through balls effectively on this game. Okugawa has a go from distance,
That's got a rattle.
straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. I know we had a few Wolfsburg fans last time out celebrating the 2-0 win against Salzburg last weekend.
Throws it out to the flank.
If you want to leave some comments about which substitutions or changes I should make, then go ahead and do that.
Positioned to make that interception.
And here's a great chance for Hwang
He's
Hee-chan.
away.
He's missed one already.
He's one-on-one. Straight
Surely can't miss two,
for
and he does. What a save that is from Koffler to lift that one over the bar.
Oh, that's
Quite
a
incredible.
sparkling save.
Two
Absolutely
massive
sparkling.
chances
His
for the Korean
reflexes were
international.
ultra sharp.
That's an absolutely brilliant save. Hwang hit the target that time. Should have hit the target on the first occasion, but didn't. This time Koffler comes out the better of the two. What a stop to keep Wolfsburg in the game, or level in the game I should say, after 35 minutes.
Last ditch defending, but that'll do.
It's just not clinical enough
Quickly.
for Salzburg at the moment.
Heading towards half time, and it is still scoreless. Still a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust.
Good passing there from Wolfsburg. He's got a chance here.
Out wide.
Ball
Steered
far
out
too
wide,
far,
but he
far
won't
too
reach
deep.
that one.
No white shirts anywhere near it. That means Salzburg can come again with the goal kick. Wolfsburg playing well in the midfield at the moment though.
Brings it forward. And that's sprayed out wide.
Okugawa will get into the box here. He's had a go from the angle, wide of the target. Plenty of shots now coming in for Salzburg, but not making the most of them. Loads of space for Okugawa. Two teammates in the middle as well, Daka and Hwang Hee-chan. Okugawa decided to go himself. But look at those stats. No shots on target, no shots at all for Wolfsburg. 5 for Salzburg. 3 on target. And they should be leading.
Plays it out to the wing.
Wolfsburg choosing again to go down the left wing.
A chance to play it in.
Rasmus Christensen. Plenty of work to do in the defence for Salzburg today.
Get a throw in.
He's kept at his task though. Throw into Wolfsburg on their left hand side. Short ball, not got it into the box yet. Now it comes into the box and there's a chance. What a block that was in the end. A last ditch challenge to stop the shot coming in.
And it's played forward.
Keep Sisan Stankovic without having to do too much before the break. And the finish is level. 0-0 after 45 minutes. And it's definitely Salzburg who should be ahead on match day 6 of the virtual other Bundesliga season.
The score 0-0.
Well, thanks to everyone who's joined us so far on the virtual other Bundesliga. I know we had more than 100 people watching last weekend on Easter Monday, which I think is not bad considering we're having a bit of fun here with the virtual other Bundesliga, whilst the league season is not actually happening for real. If you want to leave any comments or likes on our YouTube channel, or subscribe to our YouTube channel, of course, it's still quite new, and we'd be delighted to have you as subscribers. And of course, you can keep up to date with everything that we're doing on Twitter. Big chance for Salzburg to take the lead, and they've done it finally. It's taken until the second half. Dominik Szoboszlai, the Hungarian, manages to get them ahead at the second attempt. Koffler's made a few good saves today, and he made another one there. But unluckily for him, a rebound fell to Dominik Szoboszlai. Managed to bury it.
How quick-minded was that?
Here's a look at the goal again then. Szoboszlai hitting it first time. Koffler a little unlucky in the Wolfsburg goal. Made a good stop from the initial shot. Couldn't get the rebound away though. Punched it back out straight onto the boot of Dominik Szoboszlai. Didn't finish it too convincingly, but it ended up in the back of the net. And Salzburg lead in Carinthia. You can't say they don't deserve it at this point of the game. The Wolfsburg have their work cut out now then, if they're to repeat the win that they got last weekend against Salzburg.
Referee's given a throw.
Michael Lindl, top assist provider in the Bundesliga for real. Don't ask me about the assist statistics in the virtual other Bundesliga.
He's going to have his name taken.
First yellow card of the game goes to Salzburg. Then it's Nick once again attacking down the left. Okugawa not quite timing the challenge correctly. Will Wolfsburg be able to pose any danger from the set piece? Schmid gets it in. Too close to the goalkeeper. No danger that time. But maybe Salzburg have created some danger themselves. Cheap giveaways there in the final third. And here come Wolfsburger. And they have scored. It is Sean Weissman again. Well, Salzburg shot themselves in the foot there. Stankovic rolled the ball out into a very busy area in front of the penalty area. The ball was turned over quickly. Came back to that man, Sean Weissman. It looked like Salzburg had it away, and then it's a dangerous pass towards Okugawa from the goalscorer Szoboszlai. And just like in the real Bundesliga, Sean Weissman doesn't need long to cause danger in the penalty area. Just the 2 touches, one to get away from the defender, another one to bury it in the top corner, and Wolfsburg are level here.
That has
Still plenty of time to go in this match, but Wolfsburg have fought back,
As a side,
got into this one.
focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Well, here is the raid we were told to expect.
Salzburg playing on the overlap. Here's Szoboszlai, high ball into the box. Who's on the end of it? Not a blue and yellow shirt, that's for sure. It's the white shirt of Wolfsburg to bring the ball away. The experienced defender Schmitz, who's run himself into trouble there. Daka has done so well. Oh, what a chance for Daka. Brilliant move on the edge of the area. Made room for the shot. Just as I was praising Lukas Schmitz in the Wolfsburg defence, he gives the ball away. That's lovely footwork from Patson Daka. He blasts one off the post. Relief for the Wolfsburg fans. Well, this game's come to life all of a sudden in the second half. 0-0 at the break. Now, just 15 minutes later, 2 goals, 1 apiece, and Salzburg hitting the post as well. Dangerous from Okugawa going in, going to ground to make the challenge. He's on a yellow card, of course. Can't forget that. Too much space on the wing. And cross only finds a Salzburg shirt.
Forward it goes. That's a promising ball.
Oh, nice touch from Hwang Hee-chan.
Driving on a real
Oh, the ball has gone too far, and there's Daka. Tries to squeeze it in at the second attempt. Yet again, the goalkeeper, Koffler,
I actually like to see that in shots at goal.
coming out on top.
A noticeable effort to get over the ball.
Really nice move down the right from Salzburg. Good ball in, found Daka at the front post. Good save from the first volley. It was a bit ambitious of Patson Daka to try and squeeze one in from that angle. Perhaps should have controlled the ball and looked up to find a teammate. Went for the goal, didn't manage it. Will be another chance here for Wolfsburg on the set piece.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Nobody going into the book. There's definitely a chance to line up a shot. Romano Schmid standing over the ball, the number 11. He does have a go, and he scored an absolute beauty for Wolfsburg. Would you believe it? Salzburg led. Wolfsburg have turned this one around. What a hit that is. Well, there's not much I could do there from the Salzburg perspective. Once the free kick was given, you can't stop those. Zidane Stankovic in the Salzburg goal had absolutely no chance. Romano Schmid was killed in. An absolute stunner of a free kick into the top corner. And from a promising position just a few moments ago,
So we have a breakthrough.
Salzburg find themselves trailing.
From here.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it
What's
easier
left
to
in this
attack
game?
than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Mwepu has given that away
Real chance to
very
break.
cheaply.
Played out to the right. He's got
Wolfsburg
options out wide.
really on a good spell at the moment. Salzburg need to up their game.
Tries to get it forward quickly.
Hopeful passing
Finds
like that
himself eased
isn't
off
going to
the
help
ball.
them. Here's a break on though. Patson Daka looking a little isolated. He's got himself into a channel of good
Ball
space
through
there.
needs to be good
Daka
here. Has a goal!
takes the shot. Where's the rebound going? What a challenge that is. Sven
That's what has to be
Spangler
done now.
on
No
the penalty
question
spot,
about it.
just as I thought.
There's not too much
Salzburg were about to
subtlety
tap
or
in an equaliser.
sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs
Spangler
must.
stops it at the
Just has to
very
be
last
done.
moment. How close was that to an equalising goal for Salzburg? And they need one if they're to keep the pressure on up at the top end.
It's a good run down the left-hand side.
The
Lovely
Wolfsburg
bit of
themselves
skill.
aren't too far behind
So who's he
in
picking
the
out?
other Bundesliga standings. The virtual other Bundesliga standings, I should say.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Salzburg coming forward. Enoch and Wepu on the break.
He's had a look.
Oh, they went for one pass too many there.
Keep calm and
Herbert
carry on. That's the job
forward.
in a nutshell now.
I thought there was an overlap on the right hand side, and there wasn't. The chance turns to nothing far too quickly. Salzburg. That's a good turn from Hwang Hee-chan though.
Searching through.
Where can he go now? Looks out to the left.
And he's got the ball glued
Still
to
going.
his feet.
Novak comes up with the challenge. Not a convincing clearance though.
Peter, they have to fight the onset.
Not long left for Salzburg here.
And keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Hoists it forward. It's a long ball, and it's not hit its target.
Salzburg look down that right hand side once more. Schmitz is going to win that though.
It's a throw.
See if there are any quick subs to be made.
So now we're going to get
Sekou
those
Koita
changes
coming
we
on.
have been expecting.
Yeah, he's
Tiger
run himself
comes on
into
for
the ground,
Wolfsburg.
hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts.
Not
because
long left
he has
if
put in a
Salzburg are
real
going to
honest
salvage
shift.
something from this game. They'll not do it playing like that. That was a great challenge to win the ball back. Salzburg with the ball on the edge of the area. Soboslai still going. What can Soboslai do? Great save again. Koffler's been absolutely brilliant in the Wolfsburg goal.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue the situation.
Might have earned his
Needs to
team
be
some
any
points
time
here.
now, really.
Wolfsburg wasting time.
Has he found his man?
There's hardly any time left.
Gets away from his
Schmid,
opponents.
scorer of that free kick that's put Wolfsburg in the lead.
Really good feet. He's looked long this time. That's inches away from
Skidded
being a
off the
really
wet ground,
good
and that's
ball.
gone away for a Salzburg goal kick. And they need something to come really, really quickly if they're going to claim a point in this game. Out wide to Christensen.
Going nowhere fast is
What
about
can he do
the
here?
only way I can describe this. They've just got to be busier.
And helps available
Sekou
out
Koita, the
wide.
substitute. Salzburg
Chance for a
need
cross,
players in the
maybe
box.
now or never.
And it is in the box. It doesn't find a blue and yellow shirt. And that's it.
And that
Wolfsburg
is
have turned it around and they've come away with the win. They've done the double over Salzburg. And how has that happened? That man there, surely the man of the match.
Obviously, they'll be disappointed with the loss.
Koffler with an absolutely brilliant performance in the Wolfsburg goal. Salzburg threw everything at him. He came up with so many saves.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon.
I can't believe that. After all the chances that were missed in the first half, and then taking the lead in the second half too, saves like this are what changed the course of that game. Koffler with an absolute blinder for Wolfsburg. Weissman was the hero last weekend for Wolfsburg. This time, the hero is definitely at the other end of the field. Salzburg threw everything at that. But in the end, they come away with no points. Last then, in the final game against Sturm Graz, they'll have a great chance to pull away at the top of the virtual other Bundesliga table. And things had looked so different at this point. After the break, Salzburg taking a deserved lead. But instead of running away with it, quite the opposite happened. A poor pass in the defence for Salzburg, and they were punished very, very swiftly by top scorer Sean Weissman. Great turn and finish to bring the game level. Daka with this wonderful chance as well, hitting the post after a lovely bit of skill to get round the Wolfsburg defence. But it just wasn't Salzburg's day today. More chances for Daka as well. Another great stop. Daka couldn't squeeze in from the angle. And then this happened. Romano Schmid burying the ball in the top corner. An absolutely stunning goal. And that was enough in the end. Salzburg came back, but they couldn't bring things back to level on the scoreboard. And so it's Wolfsburg who take all 3 points. And we'll move on today to the final game of this match day for the virtual other Bundesliga. And that is Sturm Graz against Lask. I played with Sturm Graz last time out. So this time, it will be Lask. Here they are. And Sturm. I've really struggled playing as Sturm in a lot of these games. It's easiest to have Sturm in their blue shirts.
Well, good day to you on a grey day here, which promises rain, but promises way beyond that what should be a really good game of football. The stands are packed here, people have done everything they can to get here. Indeed, the roads
So the last game of the match weekend.
Badly clogged, but I think most of the traffic issues
Lask taking on Sturm Graz.
And indeed, I think
it ended in a 0-0 stalemate last time.
And are well covered up.
What's going to happen this time?
Whatever they may throw at us over the next hour or two. And we have in front of us this
Klaus surely taken out there.
Arena.
Well, should surely have been a free kick.
Tries a shot!
That's getting the shot away anyway.
That's
Klaus nearly putting Lask into a very early lead. Surely he should have been awarded with a free kick for that terrible challenge. Ball came back to him very cheaply anyway. Jörg Siedenhandel made the save for Sturm. Michel's going to have a go there, just over the bar. Not a bad effort at all though.
Listen, I'm not sure
Can't blame me for shooting on that one.
Time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
Always trying to score the dream goal.
And it's been taken straight back.
Almost some nice passing play from Lask. Just lost control of it at the end.
He's pinged one through here.
That's a dangerous ball forward. Balai.
Searching through.
Hierländer turning with space and time in the area. Didn't make much of it though. Went back to Juan Dominguez instead. And now back again to Leitgeb. What will he do? Plays it in to Beckham Balai. He's had a go. Schlager's had to come up and make the save there.
Well,
too easy in possession for Sturm.
Just received an A+ grade.
Balai with the strength to turn all the way around in the D. That's not what you want to see from a last perspective. But in the end, their keeper
and it's been taken
makes
short.
the important stop.
Massively.
And another one. Schlager called into action twice early on here. It's been a good opening for Sturm Graz.
And it's got through.
That one might run out of play, but it doesn't. Hierlander's kept it in.
Can he deliver? He's gone for it.
And Sturm have taken the lead. I can't believe that one's crept inside the back post. Leitgeb it was.
Let me tell you,
it looked like he'd sliced the shot. It was one of those, it was agonising and it just dribbled all the way around. It was too far away from Alexander Schlager in the last goal. Well, Lask were all over Sturm in the first 5 minutes. But in the next 5 minutes, it was all Sturm. And he's caught that one just right in the end. It didn't look too dangerous. But the first time shot from the edge of the area just trickled into the bottom corner. Too much space all round for Sturm. They've taken advantage of it.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Nice pass forward.
He'll hit it.
Lask looking to get back level.
Very speculative.
No danger
with
from that
little
shot, though.
threat, if any, for the keeper.
Well, this was unexpected at the start.
Ball's out on the left now.
The overlap for Goiginger has a go, but not powerful enough
Oh, shame.
across the
That
face of the goal.
nicely worked.
Perhaps should have hit it harder. Hoped that Stephen Handel would spill it. Surely would have been a pink and white shirt, the first one to the loose ball, if there were a loose ball.
Battles to win it
Stephen
back.
Handel did really well. It's a bit of a coming together there. Out on the left-hand side of the last defence. Doesn't lead to anything for now, though. Goiginger with options both sides. It's Tete that he's found.
Keeps everyone
Tete do?
guessing.
Goes one way, goes the other. Plays the ball into the box.
Intervention was very necessary.
Lask looking to get a white shirt on the end of the header. Didn't happen.
Sticks in a foot to win it back. He's got it on the right now. What's on? Looks to clip it
Ball
forward.
comes in. Trauner with the important clearance, but it's fallen to Husbeck. He's had a go. Schlager got down to it. More danger signs though.
Make a break here, and it's played forward.
Lask struggling at the moment against this Sturm side. They did go 3-0 down to them not too long ago in the Austrian Bundesliga.
Gets it back.
And on that
And
day they
here's the
came out
chance
with a
to
rather
counter.
incredible 3-3 draw. It's a terrible ball forward from Samuel Tete. Didn't put enough power on it.
Hoists it forward. It's a brilliant interception.
Well, no choice but to put the ball out of play there. Just playing it safe.
It's going
Had
be
to close my
another
eyes.
throw.
Didn't want to find myself 2-0 down by the time I opened them.
It's come loose.
Right then, Lask trying again to build from the back.
Plays it out to the wing. Loose ball. Who's going to get there? Chip through.
That one's gone all the way through.
And it's the goalkeeper's
Too
try.
far forward for Becking Balai. That's the trouble I always find when I play as Sturm on this game. One up front just translates quite difficultly
now.
over to a video game.
Looking to break out here. Brought forward. What is he?
Klaus going to have a go from outside the area.
Big relief. It just
Hit
needed
one with his
better
laces of the
contact.
right foot.
Another
Spun away.
example of how comfortable this
Wide.
team is on the break.
As you know, Stephen Handel's post. And since that opening couple of minutes, Lask have struggled to trouble the Sturm goal. Here's Holland, he can hit one from
Fires
distance.
A
Again,
collective
registers a
sigh
stat,
of relief from the
gets a shot on
defence.
target.
A chance that's
It doesn't tell the real
created
story.
through
The
very
real
good
danger
drafting.
for Sturm at this point.
Get in the face of his opponent.
What can Samuel Tete do?
Time to deliver. Promising
Flicks one in
cross.
towards the front post. Quite nearly came to the feet of Joao Klaus. Just stumbled over it under the challenge. Wasn't able to react quick enough to get up and take a shot on the follow-up. Slightly better signs though for Lask at this point. What have they got left in the tank? Klaus going forward into the area. Through ball.
And that'll go
Asks a
straight
lot
through to
too
the
much
keeper.
of the Brazilian.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Holland's won that back in the midfield.
Dashing forward at pace. Plays a clever pass.
Klaus, can he get on the end of that? Goes to a volley. Surely concede the free kick as well.
Clear.
It's not
Forward
given
it
because
goes.
Sturm it is who come away with the ball. Good turn. Light give, and there's space there for Hierländer.
Decent looking ball.
Good attack on this from Sturm.
Shoots to shoot.
And they've made the most of it again.
Scores.
The league leaders trail by 2 just before half-time. Beckham Balai, he's missed so many chances this season in the virtual other Bundesliga.
That's just a great
He's put that one away brilliantly.
It's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball and it all came good.
Well, it was a dangerous attack. They didn't get close to the goal, but they didn't need to be close to put it away. Balai finding his shooting boots in a way that he just hasn't managed so far in the virtual other Bundesliga. He's missed chance after chance.
Referee's had a look.
A couple of notable ones as well that came at the latter stages of games that were level. Balai missed big chances at the end of those games. Surely would have seen Sturm Graz go away with 3 points. But he's made it right in this one. Stats at half-time: 6 shots, 3 on target for Lask, 5 shots, and all 5 on target for Sturm Graz. That tells a bit of the story of the game. Both keepers with plenty to do. But it's Alexander Schlager of Lask who's had to pick the ball out of his net twice in the first 45.
Well,
this one's not over. Lask have definitely got the goals in them.
Leveling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
Renner looks for the long ball across. Samuel Tete finds it really well as well. Tete not accurate enough with the pass. Gets difficult in these second halves. Players start to tire. Passes get a little bit less accurate as you go along. Just lose half a metre of pace as well from the strikers. Sturm have got this game right where they want it at the moment. Just content to knock the ball around. They don't need to go anywhere unless they see the right pass on.
A change of approach
through the head.
Just freshen things up.
Against all the odds. Good movement from Holland in the midfield. Klaus. Well, he's run out of room for a second there. Oh, and he put it just wide. I thought for a second that one had hit the back of the net. It was just behind the post. Came back to the back of the goal. Well, that's as close as Lask have come for a long time in this game. Still lots of time left to get back on the score sheet, get back on level terms against Sturm. They've got a lot of work to do if they're going to do that. Tete's ball forward. Again, it's a bit too far.
Has got rid of that.
Not quite accurate enough.
Tried to play it through.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Forward it goes. He could have been in, just needed a better final ball.
Quality deserted them when
again,
they really needed it.
Letting the attack down with a misplaced pass. Sturm have got just the right setup at the moment in this game. They're doing everything they need to do.
Very well
just making it hard for Lask.
He's got options out wide. Defender's on the back foot.
Long ball in.
Cut out in the nick of time.
Over everybody in the blue shirt. Can Lask break from this? Tete wins it back.
Stood firm. He's made sure that
Lask
won't get
really
through.
struggling in the final third. Here's a chance for Klaus though.
Hits one!
And he's buried it right in the top corner. It looked like he'd wasted the chance.
One in it now. The game takes on a
He's called one back.
complexion. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, Lask needed something if they were to get back into this game. Tried to take it round the defender, tried to cut it back. The defender was open to it. It was still just a little bit too far away to block the shot. And Klaus took it really quickly. It was that touch there that made the goal. Getting in front of the defender. Klaus stood up to the defender, still saw the room. Took the shot, had to place it perfectly into the top corner. And he did. 66 minutes gone.
Really good game.
25 minutes or so remaining for Lask to take something out of this game.
Could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Just a bit more belief in those Lask players. You can see them running a little bit harder.
It could be in here.
Michel going through everybody. Oh, he's taking a huge touch on the edge of the box there.
This is better.
In the wet conditions, I tried to slow down and make room for the shot, and just as I wanted him to stop and bring the ball under control, just let it slide out of his grasp. Lask can't afford to miss too many chances like that when they're trailing. That was a gilt-edged opportunity to level things up straight away with the momentum of that
they're chasing the ball too much.
Goal that Klaus just pulled back. Klaus wants the through ball. It's a nice through ball.
Really alert to the danger.
Defenders open to it. Renner chasing down now. Lask will start to tire themselves out if they play like this for too long.
Just about up to 75 minutes.
This is where it gets difficult to trail in these games. And that would have been a great chance for Lask if the free kick hadn't been given. And in the end, that's unfortunate for Lask because the free kick's gone their way. But actually, Klaus would have been in a brilliant position.
Get that clear.
Filipovic keeps the ball in play and whips one in the box towards Joao Klaus. Brought it down and turned nicely.
Peter, they have to fight
Couldn't
the
get a shot away.
Of desperation and keep enough cool heads.
Sturm starting to look a bit desperate at the back now. This is what Sturm can do. Kill time, go for the simple passes, just run down the clock.
In there. That was more than necessary.
Make Lask chase the game.
Here it comes.
Is Renner on the left, chance to get one into the box, and he does so. Just over the heads of his teammates though.
In a nutshell now.
Not quite good enough from Lask today. Filipovic has done very well to win that. And now Tete taking it past one.
He's left his man.
Players in the middle.
Oh,
It's Klaus, and it's wide of the target.
Oh, that is rather
Would you believe it? Lots of chances that Klaus has missed today.
He knew either.
Substitutions being made. Last throw of the dice for Lask in this game. Will they get a better chance than that one to equalise? 84 minutes gone.
It's good to see that the crowd appreciate
Klaus misses a massive chance.
He has put in a real honest shift.
Plays it out to the flank.
Holland
It's on a plate.
on the edge of the area. Can he take a shot? He's blocked at just the last moment. Must have had a free kick though. Should Lask have been awarded a free kick?
In the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then
Sturm will not care.
Give themselves a chance.
Lask just need the ball back. Sturm, everybody back here. So much room to just knock the ball around. Waste time.
It's gone for a throw-in.
I think it's going to be tough, you know, for Lask to get back into this.
There's going to be a change.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Only 1 minute of added time, and Lask cannot get on the ball here. Looks like the result might be made here.
Hoists it forward.
That'll be it. Lask have been defeated. Sturm Graz have upset the odds here, and they've come away with a massive 3 points, and more importantly, they've cost Lask.
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations.
Lask have failed to take any advantage of Salzburg's defeat, and in the end, the virtual other Bundesliga table will close up. Lask started so well here. Klaus going really close in just the third minute.
A very good day.
And Lask would have felt that at half-time, they were the side that should have been leading. It's not how it finished, though. All of a sudden, Lask goalkeeper Alexander Schlager was called into action a few times, but Lask didn't do anything about those warnings. And Sturm managed to push in front. They've struggled to score goals all season in the virtual other Bundesliga. But in the first half of this one, they had a couple of opportunities and they took them ruthlessly. Like Gabe burying one in the bottom corner. Looked like he dragged a shot wide. But found the inside side netting. And just before half time, on the counter, Hierländer setting up Balai for a brilliant finish. Lask looked much better in the second half. Klaus firing just wide into the side netting there. And in the end, he did get his goal. Friese with a vital touch through. And Klaus with a cheeky early finish at the near post. He got Lask back into the game. But their challenge faded after that. And although they had a few chances, they just couldn't level things up. That was the best of the lot. Klaus probably should have hit the target there, but dragged the ball wide. And in the end, despite Sturm having no shots in the second half at all, they've come away with the 3 points. And that will leave the virtual other Bundesliga table looking very interesting indeed after 6 of 10 match days. So thanks again for joining us. Of course, have a look out on our Twitter and on our Instagram for some of the stories of these as well. We always tag the players and share these with them and see what the players think, the ones who've had an opportunity to make an impact in the virtual other Bundesliga. And of course, if you get over to our Twitter as well, we have got the final of the Austrian Stadium Trophy at the moment. First Vienna up against Wiener Sport Club. Well over 1,000 votes already made in that. So cast your vote, see if you can make a difference. And we've got a lovely prize to give away as well, because the winner of the Austrian Stadium Trophy will be getting a special print commissioned from the brilliant Football Stadium prints. They'll be making a print design of the winning stadium, which fans will then be able to order and buy as well afterwards. So get your votes cast on there. It's the final evening of the poll tonight. And that will be about it for the other Bundesliga this weekend. That concludes our weekend action for the virtual other Bundesliga. Thanks a lot, as always, for joining us on here. See you next weekend. Cheers.